Now that we got that out of the way, welcome to my parlor. I just wanted to create a clear line of demarcation between regular time and moving into more of that liminal space as we start to dive into this very special reading session, which is my way of saying thank you to all of you who have donated to the channel and have supported me in the work that I'm doing here. And I just want to say thank you so much. It's so appreciated. I am also really grateful to all of you who have done other acts of service to support the cause here, to get these messages out by sharing the videos or referring a friend to the channel. I really do appreciate all the support, of course, the members as well. So this is a very special collective read for all of you who have given to the channel and supported the work that I'm doing here to get the memo out to whoever's meant to receive it. I never know where a message will land or where it will resonate. Sometimes it feels like it is for a really broad collective of people, and other times it feels like maybe that message is only for one person, but it's so important that it lands for that one person. And doing that kind of work, it's a big risk, right? It's a big risk. You're really making yourself wide open to criticism, to outside perspectives, to judgments, and you really have to get out of your own way. And so I just really want to say thank you to the people who do support, because it makes me feel that my time and my energy is being put to good use here by really trusting the messages that come through, trusting what my heart feels needs to be communicated. So thank you very much. I just wanted to open up first with diving into a little channeling. This is a little bit different of a read. This is a Curio read, which means we're looking at just sort of getting a read of the energy, what's going on with the energy, what needs to come into this space. I did pick up something initially, so I'm sort of shifting the order of things a little bit here. I sort of want to read the energy after I clear it a little bit. It's almost like needing to discharge some energy that maybe has been taken on that really isn't your sense of self, your essence, your signature at all. And I kind of want to get beyond that. I want to get beyond the haze. That's why I wanted to create a line of demarcation, that this is sort of like a warded space. Anything that I bring into this space, you only receive it, you only take it in by your own free will, okay? So at certain points where I'm actually going to direct some energy to bring in some supportive energy, if you don't want to take it on, simply say, no, thank you, you know? I only want you to take in and take from this session what resonates with you, what speaks to you, right? It's all about you. And really what these sessions are about is about connecting you to your own inner wisdom, your own sense of empowerment. You know, I don't believe in the concept of gurus. I just don't. I feel that we're all connected to the same motherboard, so to speak, and we can all tap into that frequency. We can all tap into that higher consciousness. It's not just accessible to one sector of the population. It's our choices and our free will and our desire to elevate the consciousness, to tap into that higher frequency that's the differentiation point. So my goal is to help facilitate that onboarding to the motherboard by pointing out that you're the one who has all the power in your life, and you are the transformer, you are the alchemist, you have gifts. And it's important that you awaken to these gifts. I feel like this is a message that really needs to come strongly through for this collective right now. It may be because you've been sorting through some judgments. You may have been too critical of yourself. You may have been doing some contrast and compare. You may have been comparing your life, your experience, your perspective to that of others. And there's something here about, no, you have to embrace what's uniquely you, because that is your power. that is your power. It's your ashe. It is your soul's essence. It is the thing that makes you uniquely you. And it is your gift. It is your blessing. It is your boon. And it will also highlight to you in its largesse and what you're meant to really embody and step into, all the places within that feel inadequate to that, okay? And sometimes that comes in through the mirror of other people and their belief systems and their projections and the way they want to define us or put sort of limitations around us. And it's up to us whether we take that on or not. Do we want to onboard that? You know? And I feel like this is something that's really wanting to come in right off the bat. So I feel like there's a need to clear away outside energies so you can really tap into your own soul's essence and really tap into your path and how that's emerging out of the wilderness. I feel like there's this like sense of having been in the wilderness. Oh, you may be in familiar territory. You know the characters in play. You know what's been set in motion. And there's no point of reference. But somehow you're finding a reference point. And that's what's dictating the way you move forward here. You're not following mandates. You are listening to the soul's directive here. So you find this sort of realignment of the compass within. You can only do that, though, when you get into your own soul's essence. So I want to remove some of this hanger-on energy here. And I felt rose coming in really strongly. I also got this color specifically. It's a color of a sunset and also a color of sunrise, liminal spaces. This is where you are right now. You're in this liminal space in between, and that's interesting. A piece of this wanted to tear away. So there's something here that's meant to be released. It's at its time of sunset. And there's even a beauty in this shedding away of something that's ready to be released here. But look at that sunrise. So even as something recesses onto the horizon and it's coming to its close, there's something on the other side here that is the guiding light. The sun is going to rise again. There is creative energy coming forward into your life. There are new actions to take. There's new paths to explore. Side quests, you could say. And I want to just bring in a little bit of this energy, sort of color your view of what's possible for the way forward. So we're calling in the light of a new day, a new energy, the light that leads the way out of the dark wood and to that path of purpose, the path that leads you to the sun, to your happiness, to your joy, to your new beginnings, to the warmth, what warms you down to your bones, brings that feeling of comfort to the soul. You know, a time when you can just like sun your bones, man, you know, you can just rest and just drink it in. And I also want to just bring in this selenite. Let's just direct some Reiki out there too. Reiki to help you really get synced up with the timeline that does allow you to step into that role of the alchemist and transform everything that's been holding you back so you can fully step into this limitless possibility. It feels like, excuse me, after a time of blockage, after a time of maybe feeling like there was something in between you and your sense of purpose, you're connecting with that. And so I want to strengthen that and help you take the best parts of the past forward with you in this present moment so you can move with a certain authority forward in your life, that inner authority that allows you to always move in harmony with what is in true resonance with you. Into that flow where you enter the creative cycle of your life, you enter into partnership with your life, and you create something of beauty here and some kind of warmth, you know, some kind of light, some kind of radiance radiates out from that into the world, brings blessing, because that's what happens when we bring our Shay forward. So I'm going to bring in some Reiki here that will help activate this, support you in this. If you would like to receive it, you simply just say yes and drink it in. And otherwise, that's okay too, all right? It won't be taken in by you unless you receive it, all right? It's all about your energetic agreement here. So just amplifying your own essential nature, your own internal power source here, giving you a little power up for the road ahead, giving you a little boost of energy. Okay, now we're gonna do a little time hopping here. Okay, I'm using selenite. Selenite is so excellent for clearing energies and refining energies as well. I love working with this. It has nice silky energy. Doing some timeline hopping here to mend what needs to be mended and sealed off from the past that's no longer of any purpose, so that that energy can be transmuted, you know, free up some blockages there. And we're going to bring in a feeling of alignment, energetic alignment, support, resonance coming in and anchoring in the present moment. And in that present moment, we're going to bring in some magnetizing energy as well. That magnetizing energy draws the true path of purpose, all that aligns with your true path of purpose into your present moment. All right. It's a lot sometimes to make major shifts, so we're going to bring in some emotional support so you can release fear, so you can move into that space of love, so you can release reaction and you can move into that place of responding. Yeah. There's something that needs to be cleared here. There's something that needs to be cleared in Vishuddha. This throat center needs to open up. Your expression needs to come forward. It's important. It's what will harmonize you with your purpose. Expression is part of your purpose. You're here to express your purpose. And for that, you're going to need your voice. You're going to need your voice. It's very important. Your voice is important. There's almost like a need to have like a little moment of silence around that. Your voice is important, okay? It's coming in pretty strongly in the energy. That's a key. That's a key for you that will open many doors, as you'll soon see. I'm going to bring in some warding energy around you. It just gives you protection so you can stay in your own soul's essence. You don't feel so many other outside energies trying to insert themselves into this very potent time for you, where it's so essential you stay in the core of your soul's essence, because your actions have power at this time. Your voice has power at this time. These next moves are really potent, okay? So don't allow it to be polluted with BS from other people's perspectives. Don't allow it to be convoluted by outside energies. Just really allowing you to be in your own soul's essence, like the inner mirror, polished inner mirror, clear reflection seen in the outside reality here. Because I too am a mirror, right? We're all mirrors for each other. Understanding the empowerment of this when this is really recognized, how that's a game changer. That's the pivotal shifting point. That's what makes shift happen instead of shit happen. Okay. And I also want to bring in a little bay leaf here too, okay? Just to cleanse any funk off you, okay? So if you got, and I'm not talking about the good funk. I ain't talking about Rick James funk, okay? I'm talking about, you know, that funky stuff. The stuff that just, it don't feel right. You're not feeling the rhythm of that energy. It feels out of step, you know. Feels out of step with what you want to embody here. Bringing in that bay leaf. It's really good for lifting any kind of jinxed energy, crossing energy, or any kind of negative energy that may have been directed towards you as a reflection of you that you took on. You took it on because it's easier to kind of see it as coming from somebody else rather than recognizing the ways that it's actually, you know, something within yourself that's being presented through another for healing, for transmutation. It's spicy. It's spicy. This Pluto territory we are moving through is really spicy. Oh, but it's good. It's so good. Okay, so just bringing this blessing energy in too, okay? Because Bay brings in support, tangible support in your physical environment, monetarily, certainly. Okay, through opportunities, it can draw some luck your way. It has a sort of a magnetizing influence to draw some luck your way. So we could all use a little luck, right? Let's call in a little luck here too, just to help us ease down the road a little bit, all right? Bring in a little fun, a little mirth, a little magic, you know, just bringing in a little bit of playfulness, you know, some laughter, some levity, some good times, some merrymaking, you know. 'Tis the season. I feel this energy coming in here, okay? Let's bring a little bit of that, you know, wild blessings kind of energy too. Yes, I like that. I like that. And for the road to open, okay? The road to open. Okay, so now that we got that kind of squared away, that feels good to me. That feels right to me. And you'll have to forgive me. I need to clear my throat every now and then. You know, it's dry. The weather outside is dry. And I tend to get a little bit of a hoarse voice with the cold, dry weather. So 'tis the season for it, but I think it's also, I have to say, a collective energy right now where there is that feeling of suppression around communication. There's suppression around one's voice, exercising one's voice, how to do that in a way that comes from a place of being very balanced in your soul's essence too, and sort of not having your voice manipulated through outside energies, outside sources, okay? This piece is really important right now. This piece is super important right now. It's coming in very strongly. Let me get a read of the energy here, okay? I'm bringing in these letter dies, and I'm also just bringing a little of that sort of rattle energy in to just clear any sort of outside energies, cross-watcher energies that would want to block the message, okay? Just clearing out any intrusive energies that could interfere with getting clear messages in for the collective. All right, and we're going to see what messages want to come on through here. Do a little channeling. Oh, one's left behind in the bag. There's an energy here that wants to stay in hiding or is trying to cloak itself. Let's see what letter comes in here. A. A. Right? This is going to be the energy that lets us know a little bit of information about what is being cloaked. I got all here. All is cloaked at this time. You may want to know everything. You may want to have all the answers. You may want to know a lay of the land, and that defeats the purpose of the territory that you are entering into right now and the path that is opening up for you, because the path that's opening up for you is love. That's right, L-O-V-E. In fact, it's all love. It's all love. All love all the time. All love all the time. Maybe you don't see it right now. Maybe you don't see it right now because you've been feeling kind of blue. You've been feeling a little sad and blue. Yeah, I see it. You got sad and blue here. Okay. So you've been feeling a little down. You may be wondering, where is the love? You gotta keep an eye on Mr. Ted there. He keeps wanting to lick at wounds, you know? Some people, they become very indulgent in staying in that place. Yep, I'm spilling some tea here, okay? Some people like to stay in that place. They live in that place too long, you know? Too long. Feeling sad and blue. How's it working for you? How's it working for you? That's what's coming through. Interesting. Why have you been feeling so sad and blue? Got herbal medicine coming in here, a little spirit botanica, I have to say. We've got rue. Ooh, the light just went out. Ooh, yes we do. We do have some blocking energy. But that's okay, because I'm recording this. I'm not streaming this. Can't block this. Rue. Rue is used to lift jinx energy, hex energy, curse energy, crossed energy, evil eye, okay? They will rue the day. That's what I just heard. They will rue the day. Spirits coming through, perhaps. Spirits coming through to clear something. that has acted as a pox in a situation, some really negative energy here that may be keeping you sad and blue. Okay? That may be the intention. It might be an energy that you've taken on that is sort of wanting you to be in a more like kind of depressive state. Because if you're feeling sad and blue, then you won't have motivation, you won't have ambition. So nothing will happen. Like you just kind of sit idle. And see, I feel like you're in this place where there's like all this love. There's so much that wants to pour into you here. But for some reason, you're blocked in being able to take it in. And it's like there's something that's hanging over your energy here, or has been hanging over your energy, that's keeping you sad and blue. And with Rue coming in, this is a spiritual matter. This is like spiritual work that's been done, or a way that one has crossed themselves or jinxed themselves in relation to spiritual work. It's very specific to that. Rue is very specific to that. So this is a need to do some spiritual cleansing. It will lift this feeling from you. You might want to get your hands on some Rue. Very classic, clear of energy. So what else we got here? Any more details about that? I kind of want to get some names maybe coming in around that. That's what I feel drawn to do here, is to get some details with this. I got a name, Kelly. Kelly is a color of green too, Kelly green. So it's making me think like green with envy. If you have questions about why, that's coming in. Green with envy. Yeah. I got grab. Grab. Grab back. Somebody ripped something out of another's hands in this situation. You need to grab it back. You need to pull it back. Okay? This energy is like grabby. This is greedy energy here. Greedy, envious energy, coveting. Covetous energy. That's what I got. Covetous energy. As I bring these names in, you know, it could be somebody you know that's going through something, and this is giving you a clue as to why. This could be you, okay? Somebody you're connected to, okay? So it doesn't mean that if I'm bringing a name in, it doesn't mean this is the person that sent this. It could, okay? You have to listen to your intuition about that, but it could be somebody connected. And you do need to be aware of it. I got Ruth, okay? No. No, right under Ruth, okay? No, okay? And that's a specific message. Somebody may have been suspecting somebody named Ruth. No, it's not Ruth, okay? Something to know there. I got What is this? Less dull. Less dull. Less dull. Did somebody think that Ruth was stupid or was not aware? Somebody might be underestimating somebody. They're like, no, I'm less dull than you think. Also, I got a lot more fire than you give me credit for. That's how that's coming through. I got the name Eli coming in as well. Somebody underestimated somebody. And they tried to take something from them. That's kind of like the heart of this story. A greedy energy, a covetous energy. And they failed. They failed. And if they don't realize they failed, they're about to realize they failed. Because this character who was underestimated is about to do the grab back. That's what I got. That's how it's coming through. We got very coming in here. What's very? I love doing this because I love to just have something to play with for the messages coming out. It's almost like having a spirit board to work with, you know? What's very? Very... The A wanted to come in. Woo. Author. Very author. What I was looking for was authority, is what I heard. Like somebody is very much in authority of themselves and their lives and their faculties of reasoning. Like somebody is smart. Somebody is very smart in how they move. Somebody may also be a really amazing writer, and there's something here that they're meant to share. Maybe somebody is meant to really shine as a writer. They haven't shared this aspect of themselves. Maybe people underestimate them, but there's something that comes through in the way they share the writing that is sort of causing somebody to take another look at an individual. I also feel like nobody's calling the shots for anybody here. Like somebody thinks that they can be the author of another's life. And somebody's taking their power back here and they're like, no, I am the authority in my life. I write the story of my life. You don't get to steal this from me. You don't get to take this from me. You don't get to claim this. I'm taking back my power to tell my story. Okay, this could be about using your voice to tell your story, to speak your truth. This could also be to have an opportunity to present your side in a situation where it's been ignored. I also feel like you could be an author, okay? You may have created something. Something may belong to you. You need to grab it back. Somebody may be trying to take credit for it, or they may be plagiarizing, okay? Whatever this is, you have authority in this situation. But I do feel like somebody's tried to dull your shine. And maybe even tried to take a moment away from you. It was meant to be a moment for you to shine. And you're going to grab that spotlight back, okay? You're meant to be highlighted in some way. It's like somebody's trying to take credit for something that's actually yours, and it's not okay. You're giving this character the slip. They may think they're really smart. They're not. They're not. maybe they're the ones who are dull here, okay? I got Oregon coming in around that. There could be a connection. I got New York coming in around that as well. With New York comes in the name Nat, Natalie. Okay. Comes in the name Nell too. All right. Got Tallahassee, Florida as well. There could be a high school connection there. Senior year connection in high school. That's a real specific message, but that's what's coming through. All of this can maybe be providing clues about what could be connected to this energy. I got Vermont as well. Somebody's bark is a hell of a lot worse than their bite. This is somebody's all talk, no action. All right? And they like to pop off. They got a mouth on them. Somebody's dealing with this character. All right? We got the name Rob. Okay? I also heard rob an opportunity. Okay? So this is somebody who tried to, take something. They tried to take something from another. It's coming through very clearly here. Where you've been in a situation that you've been in the dark about it, okay? It's going to come to light. What's been done in the dark is going to come to light. Somebody may have done a lot of talking behind the scenes. It was hidden. They were sure barking quite a bit. Oh, but they got no bite. This person has no bite. They will never back up what they say. They will never back up what they say. I got that. They won't. Never, ever. Because that is over, okay? So something is being put to an end here where there's been like this problem, this situation. You're tired of dealing with this old, dirty bastard. ODB, it could also be, somebody really, they really dug old dirty bastards music, I have to say. Oh, Ted just said, yeah, about that. Okay, that might be a clue that coming through. That could even be a little message coming in from ODB, I have to say, okay? So, something to be aware of. Yeah, get your Kleenex is what I just heard. Okay. Somebody feels like there's a score to settle in a situation here. Okay. I do feel like yeah. Okay. There could have also been something done online about like artificial intelligence stuff. This person gloats about it. Oh, they gloat about it now. Remember, the bark's worse than their bite. They may gloat about it now. They won't be. They won't be when curtains are called on this. Okay, I see that. Interesting. Because that train is about to pull out of this station. These messages, man. Midnight train to Georgia, I heard. Okay, so it could be a connection coming in there. It's getting to the midnight hour in a situation. I just saw like cleanup crew too, like that kind of came through. So I was seeing this, I was seeing Kleenex again, Interesting. It's getting hot in here. Have HOT, all right? Sacramento, coming in around that. Sacramento, dealing with a liar in that situation. That's what's coming through there, okay? Where you suspect somebody's lying to you, you're right, okay? All right, let's check it out. Let's go ahead and get you some numbers of significance. These can be dates of significance. They might be life path numbers. Okay, it looks like your road's opening here, so this is good. You're moving ahead. You're definitely racing ahead here. You're not blocked. So if you've been feeling this blockage energy around you, this energy it's getting its walking papers here. We got 8 in connection with that, okay? So whatever was blocking any kind of manifestation is transforming here. If you felt like things were held up, things weren't coming in, or you felt like you weren't in a position where you had the power to change circumstances, this is about to shift big time. You're going to move forward here. The 8th of the month could be significant. So December 8th coming in there. There could be a Sagittarius in connection to this. And a Ophiuchus specifically. Let's see here. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo in this situation. There could have been something significant that went down in August in relation to this situation, or something that was stalled out in August is about to move forward, okay, after a time of being held up. February could be important. Could be dealing with an Aquarius in this situation. You could have been dealing with something online. Something's getting cleared up here. Also, the month of June, you could be dealing with a Gemini here. Also, Venus energy, Libra, Taurus. Okay. All right, that's what I got there. Let's check it out. Let's dive into a read, okay? And see what comes through. We're going to work with my Shadow Light playing cards. I only want to do cartomancy for these reads. I really enjoy working with cartomancy. I enjoy working with things like this that are more open-ended, because I feel like it allows the energy to come through more clearly. We're dealing with somebody where love's gone bad here. We got a Queen of Hearts in the shadow. This can be quite a manipulative energy here. There's a little bit of distortion in this situation. This could have something to do with some workings, or maybe somebody who was hired to do some workings here to create separation, create an ending in a connection here, to be a dividing point between this one and another. It's interesting here because it's almost like not so fast. The way the story's coming out here, it's pretty wild. I have to show you. Sometimes, you know, you really need to see the way the cards show up on the board for you to see clearly the story that it's presenting here. Do you see? We got a Queen of Hearts with the King of Hearts here. There's somebody here that's pining after another, that's moving away from them. And whoever they've been trying to divide this King of Hearts from here, they're like, wait a minute, not so fast. They're looking back at this Queen of Hearts like, what do you think you're doing getting in the middle of this situation here? And this person's being pretty cold. I see that, okay? Like, we're cutting off some nonsense here. Real strong, like, to the severe extent. This is somebody going really cold and nasty in his situation, really repelling this influence, okay? This character here has been feeling like there's some kind of dividing element coming into play between them and another. But we see clearly, we got a King of Hearts here that seems to be connected to this Queen of Spades, right? And they're moving in an opposite direction, but it's more like this Queen of Spades has caught wind to some interference here in a situation. And so instead of focusing on the king, they're looking back at this other queen like, what's up here? I feel like something is being confronted here in a situation. Somebody's being made aware or put in the loop that there's two people who've been working together. Okay, it's highlighting something. There may have even been something funny going on at work. All right, something that's been hidden up to this point. This also could be a matter of like trickery, theft, you know, theft here. Something that's been hidden. It's very like clandestine, 8th house activity, strictly confidential. Only the cover is being blown on this situation. I do feel like there is a money connection in this situation. I know it because there's an ace of diamonds here in the shadow. There's money connected to this. There's some kind of news coming in to highlight this matter. That's why you got this Queen of Spades energy coming in here. Cold. And this energy is cold. This energy is not a bargaining energy. I see that. Right here, what do we have? We have the 6 of diamonds here coming to light, okay? This is like, no, this is being balanced out once and for all. No more repetitive loops and no more of that kind of trickery energy here. No more of this manipulation. No more of this. This ends here. Like this is somebody calling something out in such a way. It's harsh. It's harsh, right? This Queen of Hearts also views this Queen of Spades as being a major obstacle to getting what they want in a situation. And I'm getting the distinct vibe with this King of Hearts here that they had their hands in a cookie jar and they're running to escape the scene. And this person's trailing behind. But for one reason or another, maybe this Queen of Spades isn't even concerned about that aspect, about this king right now. This Queen of Spades is focused on the one who's running after them. They want to hold them to some kind of accountability in a situation. That's what I'm picking up. And this does feel like this is some matter of a karmic cycle that needs to be balanced out here. Let me get some more details here. So far we got water and air on the board. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also got like heavy duty. This is an old karmic matter because I'm also getting the South Node energy that's been in play for like 5 years now. So this could go back like 5 years. So this could have been going down initially during the time when Scorpio was in the South Node position. Right now we got Libra in the South Node position. Okay. Libra and Scorpio could be factoring strongly in these situations as well. I feel like this is a matter where you got a lot of Venusian energy thrown around. So we know that's about love and beauty and all that, but it's also about war, you know? It's about enemies, you know, outright. Like, I ain't hiding the fact that I have a problem with you. Okay, so there's like somebody calling something out harshly in a situation because they're getting some news about something funny that's happened with some money, something funny that's been going on, maybe in connection with their work, some kind of interference here. They're getting a tip-off. That's what I feel. There's some kind of tip-off going on here about who's been working with who's been creating problems in a situation. This energy feels like it's connected to this king too, okay? But this person here feels like, this Queen of Hearts feels like, no, that's my king, okay? But there's something here where this isn't in harmony. This is all shadow energy. All of it is shadow energy. What I see here, though, is that the feminine is like facing off and they're back here. It's like there may even be this piece of this king that understands that. It's like, this doesn't even have anything to do with the king. Somebody here may have wanted to make it about the king, but the king's like, no, I have nothing to do with this. I don't even want to deal with this. I don't want to mess with this. I'm out. I mean, I might have got my hand got it in the cookie jar, but now I'm going to kind of like move on over here. I'm going to separate myself from this. I'm going to let these two duke it out. Yeah. It's interesting too, with the Queen of Spades here is sort of the middle point. They are looking back. I think they feel something coming. Like somebody here feels like the approach of somebody they dealt with before. And maybe it's right at the start when this person's about to have some kind of new beginning in their life. So they're feeling this sort of like this tricky energy coming around. That's what I got here. Yeah, wanting to sabotage their investment. Double sevens here. Power numbers, 7-7. Okay? See, somebody is really invested in creating blockage around something that you have been investing a lot of your time and energy to build for yourself. It very well could be in relation to your work or something you've created. It would be something that contributes to your stability too, though. I can see this in a relationship. It could be in relation to a commitment as well, or a household here, you know. And somebody is coming in here that wants to, you know, sort of interfere with things. I feel like there's been like accountability eluded in this situation, and somebody is holding ground here like, no. I need some answers here. It's because of some news the person's receiving that's giving them information about something that's been going on for a while, I feel. This is something that's been going on for a while. It's a Plutonian matter too. So really we could be looking at something that's even been in play, has threads of connection that go all the way back to 2014, I have to say. In this matter, in this situation, is coming in. 7, that adds up to 7 numerologically. 777, ding, 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 jackpot. That's it, okay? Yeah. There's something that's a real turn of fortune for somebody that's getting something back that was unrightfully taken from them here. There was some trickster energy around this. I do feel whoever this character is that's coming into alignment with this, they may be coming off in such a way that it feels like really like harsh. But it's one of those things that an outsider can't understand unless they really saw what is being balanced out here. They wouldn't get it. They wouldn't get it. They wouldn't get it. But those in the know, know. Yep, those in the know, know. They have a very clear view of why this situation is like that. This person is getting the road open. Okay, I got that. This could be somebody's ex in a situation. This could be somebody, interesting, this coming in. This could be a widower, okay? It wanted to come in like that, so I'm bringing it in like that. This could be an air sign energy, okay? This could be anybody who's gone really cold in a situation, like just cut something off. There might be a little bit of glamour being cast around this person, like projecting a certain image of this person, like, oh, they're cold, they're cruel. There's like a narrative being spun around a person because we have this heart's energy is coming in as convoluted. It's coming in as manipulative. It's in the shadow, right? There may be that narrative spun around somebody, so there's been like this impression that this person is being too cold in a situation. They need to lighten up a bit, you know. They're being too harsh, you know. They're being a bitch, this kind of energy. But the reality is, no, it's because they have understanding about some kind of major theft, trickery, something here that isn't right, that's being restored. 777, this person's luck's about to change here. I do have the impression, though, that though they may have been connected to this King of Hearts, that, you know, they're not concerned about that. For some reason, they are looking back at this feminine energy approaching. Maybe an energy that like wants to be friendly with them. They suspect, you know, the intention behind this. This may be something coming in soon. Yeah, they suspect the intention behind it with the 7 of Spades. And it's coming out like that. It's like, no, 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 no. I'm not falling for these tricks. You're not going to take anything from me that I've worked hard for or that's rightfully mine, you know? And I don't think it's about this. There may be people in this situation who are trying to make it about this King of Hearts, and it ain't about this. For these two, it's actually a facing off energy between the two of them. They're pitted against each other. Somebody is trying to break free of this scene. I feel like this Queen of Spades is holding their ground. That's how it's coming through. But let me get clarification on this. I want to be fair. I mean, we do have Jack of Spades here in the light. So yes, the action is justified. The stance is justified. It's justified. Jack of Clubs. This action is justified. It's in the light. It's air merged with fire here. There is something about this person's truth, this person's stance that transforms a situation, and it's necessary for them to cut something off that has been operating in an unjust way, creating illusion and confusion in a situation that is seen clearly. Yeah, it's cutoff time. I see it. It's strong. It looks harsh to outsiders. They don't get it. In fact, there may be a King of Hearts. Once they fully understood the full scope of a situation, it feels like a third party element here, okay? This person had to distance themselves because they were angered about the way they ended up feeling misled or manipulated in this situation. They needed to get some distance from it. This troubled this person's heart. It put them really in their head very strongly here. A lot of worry, a lot of stress around this. Yep. Had everything to do with who they aligned themselves with. There's like a feeling of disgust in this situation. That's how it's coming through. I mean, we know this energy is transforming and it's turning around, but this is something super heavy being cleared out here that's really had somebody feeling trapped, stuck, you know, unable to move forward. Just feeling almost hemmed in at one point, you know, but this is something that's karmic balance. It is. And there is something that is being settled here. There is something here that does need to effectively be dealt with, because it's like it's overdue. This needs to be settled. This matter needs to be settled. It needs to be brought to a close. And I do feel like this is what's happening here. There's a restoration. There's a restoration and there's an accountability in a situation. That's what I got. Give me more information about this King of Hearts in this scenario. Let's just look a little deeper into each of these characters. This is just like the initial message I have here, though. Give me information about this King of Hearts in this situation. Looks like he's kind of creating some distance between this that's going down here. Maybe two people are talking to each other too, that maybe they were hoping wouldn't talk to each other, because then, you know, there's some kind of illumination about what's going on in a situation, or maybe that's the way this Queen of Hearts is getting some get back. I But this King of Hearts saying, oh yeah, well, I'm going to approach, you know, I'm going to approach the Queen of Spades here. I'm going to tell the Queen of Spades everything that's been going on here and what they need to know to rectify this situation. Like this Queen of Hearts may feel that's how there can be balance in this situation. But no, it's tricky. It's tricky with the Nine of Hearts in the shadow there. This is somebody here didn't get their way. It didn't go as they planned. We know there's been some, you know, pretty funky energy in this situation here. A lot of blocking energy, manipulation, okay? It didn't go this person's way. Somebody didn't get their way. And they're hell-bent on making sure that somebody in this situation doesn't get their way either by getting in their way, right? This is a trickster energy, but they can't get in the way of this alignment. Because there's a theory of 11 coming in here. Right? So there's this energy of proper alignment coming in a situation. It looks like it's coming in for the Queen of Spades, but let's see about that, okay? Let's see about that. Give me more energy about, yeah, this is coming in. It's been blocked for a long time, but this is coming in a big way. In a big way. This has got a little bit of divine play on it, I have to say, with the Joker coming in with the theory of 11 and this 3 of Clubs. It's surprising. It's unexpected how this alignment comes in here. Right? It's like 777. It's big lucky energy. Lucky energy coming in here. Very lucky energy. It's reversing an injustice. That's what it looks like, okay? Something that was stolen. And there was something serious here that got affected. You know. Something that got affected. Whatever went down here was a major injustice. And it warrants the kind of, it may seem severe to outsiders, but it warrants the action. That's what I'm seeing in this situation. Give me some clues here, Spirit. Who is this alignment coming in for? Who's the blessings coming in for? I want to make sure we got this clearly indicated here. Who's getting this alignment? Who is this alignment coming in for? Give me some clues about this, Spirit. Who's this alignment coming in for? 3 of Hearts. It's a celebration. It's something that's going to bring a lot of celebration, a lot of happiness. Ace of Hearts, 2 of Hearts in the shadow. This is a singular energy. Ah. Oh, okay, I get it. So where there has been sort of like a third party dynamic, which it looks like there's 3 people involved in this situation. One is moving forward here. One is moving forward here so celebration can take the place and there can be a new beginning in love in this situation. There is a celebration connected with this, okay? But one of what used to be 2 is being left behind. 2 of Hearts, again, it kind of echoes that message, right? Because there's 2 hearts here. We have the King of Hearts and we have the Queen of Hearts. One is being left behind. What's in between them? The Queen of Spades. All right? Interesting. Interesting. Is the King of Hearts coming into alignment with another here? Is the King of Hearts coming into alignment with another here? There's something going down online around this, okay? There's something going down around this online. Like this is public knowledge, or there's something that's very, you know, visible about this. There might even be some kind of back and forth happening online. There might be, you know, somebody putting up some posts, starting a flame war online, like whatever's been going on here, there's a lot of exposure that's happening around it online. Show me this Queen of Hearts. Is this Queen of Hearts coming into alignment? Interesting. When I said Queen of Hearts, there's this card that flew over here as a crossing influence over this alignment. So let's see what that says here. That'll clue us in. Balance, paid in full. Okay. So, you know, this Queen of Hearts may be remedying a situation. Yes, I see that. Okay. Because there is a piece, like she wants to put this Queen of Spades in the loop here, you know, let them know about something that's been happening here. They may feel like there's some kind of balance that's due this Queen of Spades, and so they're saying, look, you need to know about what's happening here because something's been causing issues for you. I do feel like there's been a little bit of sabotaging energy, though, coming from this Queen of Hearts. So that lets me know that this person's doing it because they feel like maybe that's how they can rectify a certain imbalance in a situation by putting this person in the loop. I see this Queen of Spades is not necessarily feeling warm and fuzzy about this approach. So there's something that's been out of balance between these two here. This person's, you know, making a break for it. That's kind of what it feels like to me. They're making a break for it, and they're popping off about stuff online. Maybe a lot of people are feeling a little bit worried about how this King of Hearts is popping off online. Some things he's saying online. Okay, it might be drawing some attention here. Tell me more about this Queen of Hearts, please. Tell me more about this Queen of Hearts. What is the Queen of Hearts' intention for approaching this Queen of Spades? Let's just really get clear about it. Let's really dial it in. What is the Queen of Hearts' intention in approaching this Queen of Spades? I saw a little flash of the discover, learn, and play, so I do feel like that's what's going on. Like they're trying to maybe gain themselves some immunity in a situation, you know. It's like, yeah, I was part of that, but here I'm gonna try to make it right by letting you know what's been going on here. You know, simultaneously, almost like a confession, and also like, you know, this is how I can balance it out. Yeah, look, Two of Hearts, okay, coming up in the light. It's almost like this Queen of Hearts wants to make peace with this Queen of Spades here, and the Queen of Spades like, no, because it almost feels like this King of Hearts is like removed from this situation. There's two feminine here that are facing off with each other, right? And it feels like this is the intention. Something was severed here. It looks like it was like a third party situation. It got messy. And this Queen of Hearts is like, can we figure this out? But this Queen of Spades isn't trusting this energy at all. So it's kind of interesting the way that's coming out. That's her intention, though, toward the Queen of Spades. She has the intention to try to heal a rift here. And it was 1:08:11 on the clock when that came in. Absolutely. They're hoping to come into alignment here. Can we have a new beginning? You know? Can we heal our rift, our disagreement? What should the Queen of Spades know about this approach from the Queen of Hearts? Because I see shadow elements are still here, so I really want to get clarity about this for all parties involved. What is the Queen of Spades' best course of action with the approach of the Queen of Hearts? Okay, this landed on the 777 here that I got on the board. Nope. I mean, 10 of Hearts in the shadow. This person's like, no. I don't see a happy ending to this situation. That's kind of what that is. And I don't want to give any power to this. It's almost like I don't want to give any power to this by even giving it attention. Whatever happened here, there's been some real rift created in this situation. Somebody maybe made a decision to walk away from something, and it was very difficult for them to do that. Maybe because there was a real deep connection between these two queens, and it was hard to make this choice to sever this connection. I see it, okay? But they made it. And once they made it, they're like, I'm never going back to holding space for that again. Why? Because of the betrayal. They became aware of a really deep betrayal in this situation. It's just like, there's no way to make this work. There's no way to make this work. Something crossed a line. That's what it looks like. Something crossed a line in a situation. And where that line was crossed, this stance is justified, regardless of how it looks to other people. Because there's some kind of restoration of a balance happening here. Still have not gotten details specifically. Where is this balance coming in? I'm going to do one more round here because it looks like a matter's being rectified. Okay, we're going to look deeper into some ways to bring some healing energy into this situation. The masculine's like out, but I don't feel like the masculine's really out. It almost feels like the masculine is like doing PR. That's how it feels. Yeah, 1, 11, 10 there, okay? Yeah, it's kind of like taking a step back, you know, maybe doing some retractions too. I can see that, you know. Somebody's trying to change their position online, also their presentation online, you know, and sort of changing the story up too. They're trying to control a narrative here. That's what I got, and that's coming through with the King of Cups energy, the King of Hearts energy there, right? In the shadows, there's manipulation going on here, right? Any more details here about who's coming into this alignment? Okay. The Queen of Diamonds. There we go with the Queen of Clubs energy. Okay. Earth, fire energy. Also in the shadow. Look at this. Whoa, there's so much going on in this situation. There is a lot hidden in this situation. There's a lot hidden in this situation. But, now we see it. Look at this. But, there are blocks being removed for a Queen of Diamonds with a King of Hearts. Okay? There is an alignment happening here. This could even be a commitment. Okay? I feel like this King of Hearts knows who they want to commit to in this situation. And there are blocks being removed in this regard. There may be something that they're leaving behind. It could be somebody with strong earth and fire in their chart, or somebody that, you know, was supposed to be their, you know, their committed partner, like somebody they viewed as being in a serious relationship with, but maybe this person was in the involvement for more superficial reasons, okay? So with the heart energy coming out with this clubs energy, this could be like somebody that's like born on the cusp of both a water sign and a fire sign. I mean, we certainly got a Fiacus energy there. We also got the energy of Cancer, Leo cuspers. And I'm also getting Leo Virgo cusp there too. Is coming in really strong. And Aries Taurus cuspers. Or they could have those energies strongly aspected in their chart somewhere. But I'm almost picking up this energy of they thought somebody was committed to them, that they were in a commitment with this person, but this person actually was maybe, kind of playing the field a little bit, or was kind of, hooking up with somebody. That might have been for superficial reasons, right? Just sexual gratification, or maybe, could be somebody, was getting some kind of monetary benefit out of a situation. I feel like they became aware of this, though. That put them into alignment with who they really wanted to, come together with here, where they wanted to make the investment of their heart. This lifted blocks for the right alignment coming forward for them. So this could be, this Queen of Hearts could have a strong earth and fire placement in their chart. Dominant water, earth, fire in their chart, all right? What's missing? The air, okay? So this could also be a case where it's the refining of the energy, needing to embody the lessons of the 4 elemental queens in a situation here. As a direct result of that, there's been blocks in place until a certain resistance melts in a situation too. Maybe for one to recognize the way they are allowing an opportunity to be stolen from them by continuing to fixate on issues from the past instead of really embodying the energy in the present. There's a lot of interesting energy coming in with this read. But I do feel like this King of Hearts knows who they want to commit to in this situation. And they're heading in that direction. And there's 2 other, feminines in this situation, 2 other queens that are left back here, and they're still, like at odds with each other. This character's going somewhere else entirely. Yep, somewhere else entirely, and not a moment too soon is what I just heard with that. They want to commit in another direction. So where are they heading? Wherever they're heading, they're offering some commitment of love. This King of Hearts in the shadow. Right? Because they're pissed. Whatever this is, like, I feel that this King of Hearts is pissed about the way they feel manipulated, and maybe even the way they feel, that it could have been a little public, which creates the feeling of maybe, some needing to save face too. So things could have gotten a little bit of dramatic online. Somebody really has felt like they were put in a tough spot here because they didn't see something that they feel like, I should have seen that. Like, there's a matter of pride here. That's what I got. So this person may be a little vocal online, but it's because they're trying to sort of, take back a certain position, and they need to explain themselves. They feel they need to, all right? That's the way it's kind of coming across here. Let me do a cut of the deck here. Got shadow energy here. Yeah, King of Diamonds in the shadow. And see, this person used to be with this individual here. Okay, so yeah, they're breaking away from somebody that they used to be in a committed relationship with here. They signed on with this person, and it drove a wedge between them and another. And they got, sort of pulled into these shenanigans here, and that caused problems. And now they're recognizing that, they defended the wrong thing in this situation. Something's come to light, about some kind of, sabotage, some type of betrayal here. And that's when this energy went really like cold. They could have strong air and fire in their chart, right? They went really cold. See, because they're connected to this person here. Do you see? Do you see? And now they're both looking back. Now they're both looking back at this energy. Okay? So there's still 2 here, right? There's still 2 here that are embroiled in this. There's matters that are still kind of like being sorted out, even as something's beginning to move forward in this situation. I feel like this is a matter of like Empress to Emperor kind of energy. It's like a relationship that had a third party element involved that was meddling and caused problems. That energy is being cut off. This person at one point really was committed, you know, to this person, their perspective, their position in a situation, or they really believed what this person told them. They got sucked into some kind of drama. There was some kind of plan hatched here. This is sort of a little bit of like, I want to escape accountability. I want to escape accountability. There's messiness here. There's familiarity here too, okay? But something is being ironed out in a situation where there's a different purpose than is being understood. Like there's something here that's not understood by this party that's being left behind. But these two get it, and they do get it. And it's this that kind of lights the way forward here. I do feel like there's a new beginning in this situation. It looks like air, fire is really strong for coming into alignment in this situation. Water, air, fire, water is what's really on the board there, okay? I feel like there's a strong water placement in this King of Fires chart, you know? And they're leading with their heart as well, okay? And there could be strong fire and earth coming in for the feminine in this situation, just to give you a clue. What I am really picking up about this, though, is that this is an energy where both are very much in their power and they're both independent and they're on the same team as far as what needs to be cut off that's causing problems in this situation. And I do see it working out. And I am being told here, you know, yes, be firm with things, but don't use too much force, okay? Don't bring distorted fire forward, or else, you know, you got to be careful about the way you burn your bridges so you don't burn yourself. Yeah, be careful as you bring this, you know, to a close here. Don't try to pull any funny business. Don't think you can get away with just anything, because that will really backfire for you. All right. Yeah, you may have been taking some kind of strong action or considering it, because like, I can see somebody in this situation just really feels like, you know what, you need to learn a lesson, and I'm just the person to teach you that lesson. But that's not the way to go here. You'll really screw yourself. You will screw yourself, and oh boy, will it be a very public fall. It will be a bad thing, and then you're really going to have a problem on your hands. Okay? So this is about handling matters correctly to balance something out. All right? That's where the growth is. That's where the growth is. That's where the reward is. That's when there's the transmutation of the energy. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Where somebody slowed down some kind of, you know, alignment that was supposed to come in or created problems in a situation. The way through is going to be found here. You just need to give it a little more time. It's weird. I feel like I'm supposed to bring out some more dice. I'm doing a real deep dive with you all tonight. I just feel like this is what I want to do. You know, I want to do this. I want to listen to the flow of what energy wants to come in and just ride it out. As long as I feel like I need to ride it out. I don't want to have any borders around these sessions that I have with y'all. So I'm going to just pull in one more handful of dice here just to try to maybe get some names or other clues about who this alignment's coming in for. Somebody's being left out of the mix. I see that, okay? A path is being closed off and two are coming together. That's what it looks like. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. I got April. Maybe April will be a significant month. April, it could be somebody born in April. It could be an Aries. It could be a Taurus. Something's going to be back on. If it was a no before, it's going to be on, okay? It's coming out, so I'm going to bring it in. Somebody may have been accused of being a hoe in the situation. That could have been a problem in a situation. Somebody could have been, you know, sleeping around, or there could have been a lot of insults, you know, thrown at each other. I got that AI message coming in again. So I do feel like there's been some kind of security breach or something funky that's gone on online. And I do feel like where that's happened, there's exposure around it. It's coming in really strong. Again, the name Noah came out again. Okay, so that's come out a few times. Noah. Oh, I got Cali. C-A-L-I. This is something going down in Cali. I'm going back to Cali. I don't think so. I don't think so. Is no. Is no. Is no. Is nope. There could be a connection there with that, okay? No, somebody's not going back to Cali. Ah, A-H, I see. Call. I got the name Cal, too. Makes me think of Cal Garrison. In Arizona coming in with that, okay? I also got Ohio coming in here. These could all be clues. And this is a situation that has something to do with 3 separate individuals, because I got 3 eyes here in a row. And to one of these, it's a nope, okay? It's a nope. Also, ho, okay? Christmas could be important this year. Could be something special that goes down on Christmas. Right? Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's. Right? Something special will happen. Maybe a little bit of a Christmas miracle. Y for yes. Okay, so be on the lookout for that, I see. Okay, let's get a plant ally to close this out. So this is plant ally that wants to come through to support. Oh, and I love this. We open up with some hummingbird medicine on the bottom of the deck here. We have hibiscus joy. So look at, there's 3 here. This is interesting. And there's the joy that is coming in for 2 here. And there's somebody here that they look like they're kind of like fading away into the recesses of the past. So this does seem like there's stages of development in a situation. This could also be like leaving behind aspects of the self that have been getting in the way of bringing something together. Ooh, and that wanted to just really slide out here. I'm going to take a look at that. That really presented itself as a way forward. So we're going to definitely take that into consideration here. Okay, so it sort of may be like who you were at one phase of your life is really falling away. And this could be, you know, a really young part of yourself, something you've been working through. And now you're like bringing forward your understanding in the present, right? In a situation. And that's what's going to bring a maturation of like joy in the future as you step into this. This is a situation, there's been a lot of like really heavy energy around it, but I do see there's, you know, transformation coming in here. I feel what's being left behind in this situation, though, is anything that it feels like it's out of integrity here, okay? And in some cases, this, yeah, it looks like a third-party element, but we have to remember with third-party elements, these can be a way of doing things, or a certain attitude we had in the past, or a certain habit we had, or a certain vice we had, or a certain misunderstanding, and we address that and it changes things. And maybe that's the blocking force, and this resistance, this blockage is being effectively dealt with in this situation here. Okay, one more shuffle here. Bottom of the deck energy. Yeah, see, Valerian is coming in, number 44, building the new foundation. It's all about the details right now when it comes to healing something. This is also a matter of, you know, there's already been a recognition of the truth. The awakening has already come in a situation. There might still be like the last remnants of, you know, the after effects of this, like the aftershocks of something sort of rumbling through to change the landscape. But whatever is shifting here, it was meant to shift because it was false, okay? So something is really falling away here. And what changes things? Acceptance, okay? Acceptance. So, you know, sometimes we have to take radical measures to find acceptance in a situation, or what I call peace. And it doesn't mean that situations are necessarily fixed after that, but it may mean that that's what's needed at this time is, you know, there needs to be distance. There needs to be something like cut off at this point, you know. There needs to be an opportunity to have freedom from a certain situation, a certain person, a certain arrangement, in order for there to be a sense of acceptance of what did come crashing down here, you know, what was lost. Somebody may need space to integrate that. They don't want to bring this person in. It will disrupt their healing process. It's too early for that. Or maybe they feel like, thanks for the lesson, I'm done. But whatever is being released here, it brings about a feeling of acceptance. And people have a lot of ideas about forgiveness, all the different ways that looks, all the ways it should be executed, all kinds of judgments about it. And forgiveness can be something as simple as acceptance. I may not like the way that went down, but I accept it. I also accept, you know, that I had my own power, my own part, my own role to play in the situation. And I accept responsibility for my parts of it and the healing work I need to do in a situation, you know. As somebody here is really feeling like, no, I need to pull away from a certain dynamic here because it won't allow me to heal, and I need that space to heal. So whatever is coming through here is justified. I feel like acceptance, letting go, release, accepting the way something rolled out, not feeling like not even necessarily needing to get into a knockdown drag out about it. You know, sometimes it's just like, okay, it is what it is. And in that acceptance comes the transformation point. That's what is the building block for the future. It allows you to find the way through in a situation. There's some need for calming here. I feel it, you know, there's some need for calming here. Let me see if anything else comes out in relation to this. So Valerian coming as a potential ally if you've been finding that you need some support getting to sleep. If you've been losing sleep at night, you've been too up in your head thinking of every little detail, replaying the details of a situation. Bring in a little bit of Valerian, perhaps. You don't need to take it internally. Something fell on the floor here. What fell on the floor here? Oh, goodness. Okay. Something that is being hidden that needs to be looked at in this situation. Yes. See? Yes. You might want to make a dream pillow. This is coming through. You are dealing with a situation where there's been deception. There's been deception in a situation. There's also been an ending in a situation, and it warrants the space of respect around it. You have been dealing with something that's been a bit tricky of an energy, and you've been moving through it in cycles. It's been a cyclical issue for you here. There's also been a lot of illusion to sort through, and sort of like that energy of reflections, you know, and uncertain if what's being seen, if the reflections are something that's coming from a place within where there's a distorted view of a situation, or whether there's something spiritual going on here. Perhaps somebody also is experiencing some spiritual expansion. Somebody may really have had their clairs awakened, or they may be activated. They may be getting a lot of downloads. They may be experiencing this opening of their consciousness for the first time. It's been a lot to take in, you know. They started getting all this information, all this intuitive information. They didn't want to believe, you know, what they were intuiting here, but it's like, it's one of those things that once the sight opens, it's not like you can go and close your eyes. The vision's still there. And there's something you saw clearly, and I almost feel like somebody wanted you to doubt your vision. Like your intuition told you something, and somebody tried to put doubt in your vision, in your clarity, your inner knowing. Somebody tried to cast this, like tried to shroud this, tried to conceal this, tried to make you feel like what you knew to be true, what you felt was a lie. And there is a need for some clearing around this and some psychic healing. You may have even had some energy directed in this way towards you, this sort of trying to block your vision, okay? There may have been stuff that's come up for you during dream time. With nettle here, I also feel like it's warranted for you to do some wording in this case. It's okay for you to put some boundaries in place. Like you don't pass beyond this, sphere. This is my energy. This is my intimacy. This is my private stuff. This is my space. You will not intrude on it. And I think you might want to do a dream pillow, okay, that could kind of create a space where you can be in your dream space without somebody trying to tap in there. And some of you may really resonate with that. Like you felt somebody trying to poke around in your dream space. And you might want to bring mugwort in relation to that. Mugwort and valerian in a dream pillow could be quite beneficial for you, okay? And nettle for me is just really evoking, the need to maybe have some space from something and have some boundaries around something that activates too much, the sort of like destructive fire quality. Because there's something that you're moving through right now that it doesn't need all that heat. It's more like it needs a dispersion of the heat. It needs a cooling of the heat. You need some water coming in here, some water to hold space so you can temper this, so you can go through a metamorphosis, so you can cleanse away the bad blood, so there can be new beginning energy coming in, so you can finally bring about an opening to a new chapter in your life here. You are releasing something that has had a lot of heaviness sort of weighing you down and holding you back in the shadows of the past. I see you are shedding old skins here too. You are transmuting the energy. You're releasing something. You're releasing something, and it's a deep process that you're in right now, and you are releasing a connection. And for some of you, it's just outright a connection to what went down in the past. It's what's going to put you in proper alignment with another that also has already gotten the memo. You may be like picking up on each other here. So let's see what the path is, because I feel like this is the card that's path. Came out very strongly here. Poppy dream. Yes, it's the activation of the dream. And it's all that energy that I brought in there. It comes in with the number 5. You could be a life path number 5. There could be a life path number 5 connected with this dream activation, this activation of the North Node, the destiny. Poppy also is wonderful to support getting restful sleep. California poppy tincture. Oh, it's so sublime, okay? It's very nice. It can just help you just really unwind and enter that dream space in a way where you can invite in the visionary experiences. You may want to look at that, especially if you've been losing some sleep. I feel like your sleep is so important for you to get answers right now, for you to find the way through. There's a lot that you're exploring in the subconscious at this time that can facilitate this healing process. And it's not just that, it's a process of empowerment as well. You know, you're trying to arrive at, you know, that point of being able to get the answers you seek, the wizard. But it's funny because in the process of traveling there, you know, you may have fallen asleep in a poppy field. You know, you fell under a glamour on your way to the kingdom, 1:44 on the clock. And maybe somebody has had the reins for a while here, but I feel like you're dreaming a new dream into being. You're taking the power to activate your dreams back into your own hands. You're not falling for the orchestrations and the manipulations of others anymore. You are peeling back the curtain here, and you're peering at what's on the other side. And there's something about recognizing what is needed to be cleansed here to activate this vision that's coming forward for you. A lot of symbolism coming through in your dreams, so pay attention. And this is a space that you do need to ward. I am picking that up, you know, so I'm really getting like, get yourself a dream pillow. Nettle and mugwort and valerian could be very nice energies to bring in there. Even a little poppy. There's a little bit of some work cutting around poppy, and that's also that you might get a vision of who you're coming into alignment with. Okay, I get it. You might get a vision of who you're coming into alignment with if you put some poppy in there too. It's said that if you make a little satchel of poppy and you sleep with it under your pillow, you will get a vision of the one that you are destined to come into union with. So there might be a little bit coming in there. I do feel like there's a change here, okay? There's a change. There's an activating change that's coming into view here. And it's a new beginning. And this is the beginning of a new world you're weaving into your reality here, right? It's a brand new start. Everything is changing. Everything is changing. Let's get the read on that. I'm going to go ahead and see what's written here to get more details. And then we'll close this out. I know this was a real deep dive tonight, but it's what I felt compelled to do. This is what I felt compelled to do. Let's see here. Poppy dream. Papaver somniferum. Upright, which you have it upright. It means mystery of dream time, the great unknown, breaking addictive habits, releasing unhealthy relationships, aligning to new intentions. I love the way it's been coming through to just really echo the message that came through. But this is what you may be in the process of releasing at this time, because you see there's still a lot of shadow energy here. And we do still have Pluto in Capricorn. And even when Pluto goes into Aquarius on the 19th, there's going to be, there's going to be a space of time where things are kind of, still clearing out there before we begin to really move into the expansion. So what we're sorting through here, collective, is being lost in the labyrinth, confusion as to what is real, materialism, addiction, unintentionality, obsession, and temptation. We also got Neptunian energy at play. So yes, very illusory. We also have matters dealing with the 12th house, karmic cycles, hidden aspects, hidden things that are our blind spots or can be our nemesis. Those can be other people that are presiding over a certain situation to give a reflection back to us. I mean, even when we have something that seems like an opponent and another show up on our path, it's there to reflect something back at us. This is what we really need to remember. It's how we can master the illusion. It's how you move into the position of an alchemist, because once you really understand that, all you really do need to focus on is the reflection the other is providing you with. It lets you know where you need to make course adjustments within yourself. Got Saturn coming in here too. So I feel like, yes, let's work with the Saturnian energy right now. We do have positive energy with Saturn coming in that's helping us do what we need to do to straighten by fire and transmute this energy and make these changes to move out of illusion to seeing truth with clarity and executing the actions that need to be taken to make the cuts where it's necessary to come into the fruition of the dreams. To root the dream in material reality. There's something that's being alchemized here. It's so you can create that destiny. You are the creator of your destiny. You may be handed fate, okay? The Norns may hand you your fate, but it's up to you what you do with it. You can't blame that on anybody. You got free will. And I see your will activated here. This is positive energy. The earliest references to poppies are found in the ancient land of Sumer, located in what is now Iraq and Kuwait. Sumerians grew poppies all the way back in 3,400 BC and cultivated the plant for both its medicinal and recreational use as opium, calling it Hugil, or the joy plant. So this also makes me think that somebody could have had an issue with opiates in a situation. That could be what is being cut off. That could be what has caused issues in a connection. Somebody could be coming through the other side of that. They could be in a recovery process. They could be wanting to make amends with somebody that they know they really did wrong, and there may be the need for acceptance in a situation. You can make amends to somebody, but that doesn't mean they need to agree to enter into another soul contract as well. So this message coming through too, all right? The euphoria-inducing plant quickly became a staple of cross-continent trading. It first gained influence in Assyria and ancient Egypt. Eventually, it was one of the most important and profitable products being transported on the famous Silk Road across much of Asia. Civilizations rose and fell, but poppy remained in many traditions. By the early 1800s, this unassuming flower led to mass addiction and the Opium Wars. In 1806, morphine was isolated from the poppy and named for the Greek god of sleep, Morpheus, because of its sleep-inducing properties. It was hailed as a godsend with its extraordinary ability to numb any pain, no matter how severe. Next came codeine, another powerful pain reliever. Pharmaceutical companies began to manufacture heroin from poppies. It was indeed a popular medicine for a long time before its addictive properties were brought to light. Now it's listed as one of the most harmful drugs in the world, even though to this day its raw material is used to manufacture dozens of pharmaceutical drugs. So for this piece to come in, somebody could be dealing with an addict. They may be giving somebody some tough love. You may have to take a really strong stance. The other may feel it's cruel that you're cutting them off, but you may have to cut this off. It could even be that this person stole from you. They were acting out of their addiction, or they stole from you to support their habit. But you know that this is something that you have to do. It's the right thing to do. Sometimes to be cruel is kind. Sometimes that's what it takes for somebody to really have the reflection come back at them, for them to really understand the weight of what's happening. Somebody's been in illusion in a situation. So this energy coming through too. Whatever is done here to make the cuts, it creates alignment. It does create healing. It does bring about restoration in a situation. And the measure that's taken, it's justified. That's what's coming through here. And if somebody is struggling with this issue, there may be difficulty in having compassion, because it looks like there's been a repeat cycle here. You know, addiction is a very destructive influence in so many people's lives. But this is necessary. This is necessary for transformation in a situation. Somebody may thank you someday, even though they may not be appreciative of it right now. So the guidance that's coming through is Poppy's piercing dual nature and history are closely representative to that of the Devil card in the tarot. The Devil represents the darkness of material obsession, addiction, and pursuit of false ideals for the sake of vanity and personal gain. The constructs of this reality, Saturn, have enabled a contorted darkness that does not belong to the soul signature of this divine flower, Neptune. Look deeper through the lens of her beauty to find that she embodies the mystical magic of the dream time, the place of the unbound potential where we regenerate daily and commune with the divine. Be aware that excess and abuse of mystical powers or substances means that you'll likely end up lost in her dark labyrinth. Break the temptation and addiction to thought patterns and experiences that lead to escapism and empty intentions, and align to the light focused within the mystical darkness found in the dream time. So yes, this is this is like psychic, integration work that's being done in this situation. And I do feel like there is a need for space here. It's almost like, even though there's eventual alignment, I feel like 3 figures here are on timeout. That's what it feels like. There could be addictive element in play in this situation, or something that has been done so repetitively, or it's something that's been going on over and over and over and over again, to the point where it's been difficult to be like a break in the link of the chain. But somebody here is taking a real severe action to cut something off so it can disrupt that cycle and a healing can become possible. This is the right measure in this situation where there's been a lot of illusion and confusion. And this allows each individual to own their piece, because you notice these 3 characters, as they first presented themselves, they're all in the shadow. They all have their own shadow to deal with. Me and my shadow. So this looks like personal integration before there can be any kind of mutuality, or even any opportunity to come into alignment. But I do feel like there is something that is being left behind. It's like 3 become 2. And that's what allows a healing to happen here. But I don't feel like the 2 come into alignment right away. I'm not picking that up. It feels like something needs to be balanced out first in the situation. A boundary line affirmed. Something brought to a completion. And a little space to integrate that before this alignment comes in. That's what I got. It's an important message. It's a very important message. And I hope that it supports whoever it resonates with and is meant to receive it. And that you got something out of it in any process you're dealing with, where you're trying to balance something out, trying to heal something here. I think this is encouragement, though the way is a little veiled at this time. You know, we are still moving through Pluto, though there's a need to really do the work here. It's not for no purpose. Like, there is a balance, a restoration that comes out of the energy you put into this right now. And though it may be difficult at this time, there is something that emerges out of this, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Just a few more. What emerges out of this? What emerges out of this? Give us some clues of what emerges out of this so we know how to spot that light when it shows up here on the scene. I got sane. Sanity prevails in a situation. Something that at one time seemed crazy or an impossibility becomes the most sane choice. It's like something becomes very clear here. And where there was somebody experiencing, questions of sanity, like feeling out of balance, feeling confused or lost on that level, being caught in the labyrinth of the mind, they're finding the way out. And there is something that is being sent away here. And even as something's being sent away, there's a hand here that's reaching out. It's like a helping hand. Okay. January may be a really important time for that. Perhaps, New Year's Eve. You'll open up the year quite differently than you ended it. Okay. And then some letters here just for you to put together pieces. These can be initials. I have S, I got E, I got N, I got H, D, C, B, J, A, N. Okay. So somebody involved in this situation could have any of those initials. So I hope that gives a little bit of clarity there, gives a little bit more information. And I hope you got a lot out of this. And again, thank you. Thank you for everything that you give. Everything that you give to the channel. Just showing up and receiving the messages and all the support you've offered. I really do appreciate it. Okay, take care. I'll see you soon.